Hello there. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted my last video, mostly because I'm in school now and I don't really have too much time to record and edit and do all of that, but going forward I will try and post a bit more. I might do shorter videos that talk about other things, but that won't start probably until after the next video. Also, the channel hit 150 subscribers, which is pretty wild because I only have 2 videos up, and I don't know, it just sounds crazy. There is one other reason why I haven't really been posting, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Also, before I really start this video, there's something I feel like I need to point out, and that is that this game I'm currently working on is not going to be a very big game. I feel like a bunch of you guys already know this, but there are definitely people who don't know this, and the earlier I mention it, the better. I am not trying to make a 20-hour campaign or anything close to that. If you want to get 20 hours of the game, you could probably get 20 hours in the arena mode, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But I'm not really trying to make that type of game. I feel like the earlier I said is the better, just so that when the game eventually releases, I don't leave like a bunch of people disappointed. With that out of the way, this video is going to talk about guns. Obviously, I'm making an FPS game. I have to have guns that shoot when you press the button to shoot. So I do have that. I guess the first gun I'm going to talk about is the pistol. The pistol is kind of designed to be the supporting character in the movie. You know, you're watching like a movie and the pistol is kind of that guy that's just reliable, you know, audience's favorite type of guy. And the reliability also plays into its alt fire. Every gun in the game, or at least most guns in the game, will have 2 different alternate fires. I'm not going to talk about 2 for all the guns in this video because, well, I don't want you to know everything about the game before the game actually comes out. So yeah, the pistol's primary alt fire is the stun shot. Basically, if an enemy is troubling you too much, you can temporarily stun the enemy for a short amount of time, and this allows you to do pretty much whatever else you want to do to the enemy. It's usually good for finishing off enemies, or when you have multiple annoying enemies in the arena and you just want one of them to like chill. The pistol stun shot is the best option for that. I also want to quickly mention that the pistol has like a lot of auto aim. Maybe not a lot, but it feels like a lot to me. But then again, I am the one making the game, so I don't want to use my personal feelings to judge these things. Right now, the pistol does have a significant amount of auto aim, so if you miss your shot only slightly, it will still connect. There's also a new mechanic in the game called shutting up enemies. Basically, when an enemy is visibly charging up a projectile attack, you can shut them up by shooting them right before they launch the projectile. The pistol's regular shot and its stun shot can shut up enemies. The next one I'm going to be talking about is the plasma rifle, or the photon rifle, or the energy rifle, or whatever actually I choose to call this gun because I'm not sure yet. It basically plays the role as that guy that talks so much in the movies, so it's the fast firing projectile weapon. It does a lot of damage, but at the same time it doesn't do too much damage. The plasma rifle also has a bit of auto aim, not as much as the pistol, but it does have a little bit of auto aim. I just feel like I should mention that too. The plasma rifle's alt fire though has as much as, if not more, auto aim than the pistol. So if you don't want to put in the effort to aim at an enemy, you can use the plasma rifle's alt fire to lock onto the enemy, and all of your bullets for a short period of time will be redirected towards that enemy. This is actually quite useful when you have like multiple enemies in the arena disturbing you and you don't want to have to aim, because, you know, why aim? You can just lock onto an enemy and let the gun do the job for you. Also, I should mention the plasma rifle's alt fire can shut up enemies because it's kind of like a quick shot, and only very quick shots can shut enemies up, but its regular fire does not shut enemies up. And now the third and final gun that's in the game currently is the shotgun. And a little shout out to you if you know what game I kind of ripped the shotgun from. The shotgun right now is the high damage, low ammo boy. So basically the guy that doesn't talk too much, but when he talks, he does a lot of damage. The shotgun's alt fire right now, I'm not too sure if this is actually going to be one of the alt fires going forward, but for now it is the flamethrower. I don't really think I need to explain to you how a flamethrower works in an FPS game. Basically, you burn an enemy, the enemy is put in a burn state either until they die or until the burn time runs out, and it does damage over time. The shotgun's alt fire cannot shut up enemies, but its regular fire can. Also, I want to talk about how armor works in the game real quick. When I started moving the game in a different direction, I realized that one of the things I didn't really want to have to deal with was hand placing pickups in the game. Basically, I didn't want to have any health pickups, no ammo pickups, no just nothing, right? So you would gain all of those things during the game, if that makes any sense. So how armor works in this game is a bit different than how it works in other games. Basically, your armor recharges while you do not have that gun equipped. So for a gun like the plasma rifle, if I run out of ammo on that gun, all I have to do is swap to like the pistol or the shotgun, and the plasma rifle's ammo would gradually be refilled in the background. I had this implemented for a while, and then I figured that in between encounters, I would usually forget to swap out my gun so the ammo recharges, and I would run into an encounter with like an empty shotgun, for instance. So my fix for that was the guns still recharge while they are out, but at a much slower rate, and it waits a little bit after you shoot before it starts recharging. So different guns have different rates of recharge, both while they are swapped out or while they are actively being used. They have different wait times before they can start recharging. So there's a lot of balancing that has to be done in that part of the game. Also, there are a couple of changes to the movement I've made since the last video. The first one, and probably the most controversial one, is that I nerfed the jump height. Before you could jump pretty high, but I knocked it down a couple of decimals. It just felt like it was about time for me to do that. It feels a bit more natural now, so I think it was the right choice. But I did buff the base speed of the player only a little bit. I also buffed how long it took for you to reach top speed. Before, you'd have to bunny jump and like dash maybe 20 times. Now you only have to do it about 8 times. I also made wall jumps contribute to speed. So now, to gain speed really quickly, you would have to bunny jump, wall jump, and dash all together. With all that said, I said at the beginning of the video that I was going to talk about the other reason why I haven't really been posting, and that's because I'm trying to get something playable out soon. And by playable, I don't mean like a Steam Next Fest demo or anything like that. I just mean something that I can push out to you guys, and you can give me feedback on how the movement feels, how the combat feels, and how my current level design feels. Because I did block out a level recently, and I'd like to get feedback on if you guys want me to make more levels in that style. So while I'm working on all these things for the playable build, it's kind of hard to focus on editing and recording and scripting, but I hope you guys understand. Hopefully after the next video I post, my upload rate should speed up a little bit. I might start posting shorter videos, maybe like 4-minute, 5-minute updates, just so that I don't have to go another 2 months without posting. Also, I started a small Discord server. It's mostly just for in-between video updates, or if anybody just wants to hang out, or if you have any suggestions or ideas, or if you want to collaborate with me or anybody else in I don't know, game jams or small projects. That's what the Discord is mostly for. I've never run a Discord before, so this should be very interesting. Hopefully it doesn't get too chaotic. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that people actually take time out of their day to just watch me talk. Thank you guys again for 150 subscribers, and I'll see you next month, maybe.